Like, I would have to say, yo, guys, I blew the account and make a new video. That's the truth.
Y'all, what's going on? It is day one of the account build. Pretty excited. So, hear me out. We will be trading USD JPY. Right now, I'm going to show you guys the move that I'm looking to get into. Kind of like the thought process, the breakdown, you know, it's just something pretty simple. And yo, let's just enjoy this video. Let's just enjoy life, because life is good. God is good, man. Let's get it. Another thing, if you're not inside the EVA community, make sure you join up. I send my analysis thought process every single morning. We also have a very active chat where you can learn a lot from our different members. We also go live a few times a week for completely free, so make sure you guys actually get in. The link will be inside of the description. This move really was just an aggressive breakout, and I'm looking to target somewhere around the upside. We do have this zone that I actually did a markup here that we kind of just broke above. Honestly, as I said, we're going to get into this in a lot more detail later on in this video. Buys from here towards here. This is a move that I've been entering and exiting for some period of time, so I'm pretty much locked in, man. I'm looking forward to this. Adjusting my entries, already sitting in profit right now. Just looking for a push. I might hold a little bit longer. I'll see, because honestly, this move has so much potential, really and truly. But I'll explain to you guys my thought process of why I don't want to hold, just certain little things that, you know, go about it. But we are sitting in profit, which is pretty good right now. As y'all can see, we did take a bit of drawdown. I wouldn't say concerned me, but it concerned me. But anyways, we hit TP. I didn't really have an overall TP set. As I said, the move is really all the way up here, but I'll explain to you exactly why I close now instead of actually holding the position and all of that good stuff. So let's get into the breakdown. So this is the move that, you know, I just caught on USD JPY, making me $7, which was pretty nuts. Honestly, we have doubled the account, made about probably maybe 110, 120% in one day. Nuts. Not my game, wasn't my original game plan, but I seen a very good potential and I took advantage of it. I wanted to build more equity in the account. I wanted to build more equity in the account. Slowly, and just compound it to secure the wins, especially seeing that account is at $5. And if I do take a loss, I would have been cooked. Like, I would have to say, yo, guys, I blew the account and make a new video. That's the truth. But thankfully that didn't happen, and we're off to a better start than I even intended to be on, you know, honestly. So let's get into this. Reason or how I caught this USD JPY move. So it all started with the, let's just say, weekly 2-week time frame. Kind of have to go all the way out here so I could understand what's going on. What I do notice, sorry about this $100 right here. What I do notice, or did notice I should say, is that we are very bullish. We made a higher high point, we made a higher low point, we made a very slight higher high, higher low, higher high point, and then we made a another higher low point, just maintaining bullish structure, right? So this is just the overall higher low point that I didn't really expect price to break, and so far this has just created an overall range on the grand scheme of things. Now let me back out and let me keep my charts clean. So as you can see, as long as this higher low point and this higher high point, or really as long as this higher low point is being maintained, price is overall bullish. Now as you could see, we pushed up and we rejected this area of resistance. That's the first thing you need to notice. That's what created this retracement towards this downside. The reason why we have this blue line here is because we have an area that we rejected once, and then we rejected a little bit right here. You can see we pushed up, came back down. We pushed all the way up and came back down and closed underneath an area. So there's clearly something going on around this area, and this was the blue line. Now for this example, it's just going to be purple. So we had this area of support, and then we had this area of resistance, creating some kind of range. As we go down to our lower time frame, you're going to notice that price respect to this area of support. You could start to see structure shifted from bearish structure Now we're shifting bullish, creating higher high points, higher low points, higher high points, higher low points. So that was the overall reason why I'm actually looking for buys, on top of just respecting the overall area of support that you could see price respecting over here. So I'm looking for these highs to eventually get hit on USD JPY. Now, the reason I actually took this particular position, higher high point, higher low point, higher high point, higher low point, showing that we are in a bullish trend. We have a range. Now, there's something about ranges that you have to understand. When price enters a range, typically when we do break out the range, the pressure that was, being held within the range is going to be released, and we're going to push up a lot more aggressive than we were moving previously. Now, you could see we had the range, we had the, price, building up that energy, I should say. Once we got released, we had a very, very aggressive push. So that's kind of the reason why I was confident in taking buys. Another reason, I should say, why I was confident in taking buys. Let's turn on my moving average. You can see that price is also above the moving average, which is the average movement of price within a certain time. I am using the 75 moving average, so it's the average movement of price within the last 75 days, based on within this last 75 candles. I'm sorry, based on the 4-hour time frame. And you could see the average movement is bullish, and I just simply use that to show me where volume is in the market, or not volume, I should say, which side momentum is going to be pushing for that period of time. Now let's go to the hour time frame. So we broke out the range, we had a very aggressive push, and here we go. I went down towards my 5-minute time frame, and I said, okay, cool. We pushed up very aggressive, and we're going through a little bit of consolidation, as you guys can see. I shouldn't say consolidation, but a little bit of structure going on here. We broke and retested this demand zone. Let me actually delete this purple. I don't really need this right now. We broke and retested this demand zone, created some kind of bullish engulfing, which is a go ahead to actually take these buy positions. Had a little retracement, took an entry right here, about a 9-pip stop loss, and my target ultimately was all the way up here, and I'm going to explain to you why my target was up here and why I didn't hold for up here. Let me drink my water, because I feel like I'm talking mad fast. My water is about to be done. I need more water. Okay. Damn, my water tastes kind of bad. I might need to wash my bottle. Anyway, 1 hour time frame. Let's go back in time. Let me put you guys on game. If you don't know where the market is, not random, okay? So if you don't really know where price is going to respect, all you have to do is go back in time. Don't make the market harder than it is. All I'm doing is looking for what price previously did within certain areas and projecting my probability based on that, evidence, I should say. So if I go back in time, you're going to notice something. I'm looking for price to push from this area to this area. So let's go over that first. Why am I looking for these two wide zones to get hit? Based on the 12-hour time frame, which is my higher time frame, these are the zones that are the strongest. So we're going to have between here and then between here. This is my strong zone based on the 12-hour. As you can see, price respected here, 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 here. Once we break here, where are we going? There's nothing between this area, this area, this area, this area, this area. It's very clean until we reach somewhere around this area. So between here, one clean push, let's circle that. And between here, another clean push, let's circle that. So I was looking for another clean push towards this area. We took about 4 days to get here, and then we took about 1 day to get down here. So I'm expecting a push, maybe let's just average it out 2.5 days, 3 days until we get towards this area. It could be quicker. As I said, guys, all I'm doing is going back in previous time, and I'm able to find areas of clean flow, and it's going to help me determine how long each trade should take and how messy each trade should be, or the trade I'm getting into should be. So it's pretty clean. But what I noticed on the shorter scale of things, we did have this area. Price pushed up, and we started rejecting somewhere around this area. You could see us starting to consolidate. Let's make this actually a zone somewhere here. Let's just keep this zone. Let's just make it like blue, right? And then we're gonna do extend to the right, extend to the left. You're gonna notice that price struggled around this point. Notice that price struggled here. Notice that price struggled all around here. Okay, we're also gonna go back in time. I mean, we didn't quite hit it here, but you get my point. Somewhere around this area was some kind of exhaustion. So now when I go back in real time, hold on, give me a second. This was my first target. just like this. So this is my first target. This is my second target. Then I noticed something else. I went a lot more further and I noticed something we had here. We respected before we get to here, mind you, we had here. So let's copy, paste. We had this area that got respected. Go back. We had this area, this area, this area, this area. We had this exhaustion somewhere around here. And then we had this exhaustion. So these are my zones. We have 1, 2, and then we have, let's copy this, paste it. We have somewhere here. You can notice that price respected this. Guys, all I am doing is going back in time and looking what price did before. Do not make this harder than it is. I promise you, it shouldn't be that difficult. I'm not joking. Like, you guys overcomplicating stuff with these IFGs, IFVGs, and VGAs, and BB. Pause. Let me not even go there. But y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all be just throwing these AFKs and all these. Bro. Look what price did before. Look how many times we rejected certain zones. The more times we rejected those zones is the higher the probability of price respecting the area. If price didn't reject zones and we kept blowing through those areas, we're probably going to blow through again. You understand what I'm saying? If you go back and see, out of, let's say, 10 times we rejected this zone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You guys get my point. The more we're rejecting, that means we might just reject again. That's just how, come on, man. Don't make it so hard. So we go back over here. Look at this first zone. Somewhere around this area. As I said, it's all around here. It's a big zone, right? Zones are subjective. I seen prices pushing. And I seen us starting to have some kind of exhaustion within this area. Look at this. Give me a sec. We pushed up. I was planning on holding a little bit longer, but we had exhaustion, doji, exhaustion, and exhaustion. Dude, we have 4 dojis in a row. Dojis mean indecision, okay? But we had 4 dojis, which means that price is indecisive 4 times in an area of selling pressure. There's probably going to be a retracement. So I went ahead and closed my position here. Although this is my ultimate target, I'm taking what I can get, just slowly building up this account for about a 1 to 3. I think I closed like at a 2.7 RR actually, somewhere around here. I went ahead and closed my position, and that's the move for the day. That took the account from $5 to roughly $12. I made $7 and a couple cents on this move, which is about 110, 120% gain, somewhere around there, man. That's amazing. So that's the move. I'm happy to have doubled the account first week. Wasn't really my intention or expectation, I should say, but it happened, right? We're going with what the market gives us and moving on. And yeah, I'll probably be trading UJ until we hit $1,000 or maybe 500. And then I'll hop onto NAS, which is my baby, and that's when we about to turn up. So I'm not going to be forcing any trades, really just taking this build step by step, slowly but surely. I don't really have a date exactly when I'm planning on getting this build done, but I'm just going with the flow, seeing what the market, opportunities present itself. And yeah, that's it, man. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, do what you got to do, but be locked in, man. And I'll see you in the next video.